This is the Cholo News Report for Wednesday 19 June 2019. In response to accusations by the United States that Iran is responsible for last week's attacks on 2 oil tankers, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani says, Iran will not wage war against any nation. Acting U.S. Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan announced on Monday the deployment of about 1,000 more troops to the Middle East for what he said were defensive purposes, citing concerns about a threat from Iran. We have been engaged in many messages, even this moment right here, communicating to Iran that we are there to deter aggression, Pompeo told reporters at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. Google announces that it is setting aside $750 million in land and $250 million in financing to encourage developers in the San Francisco area to build and rehabilitate housing, in order to ease the homeless crisis in a region where Google has 45,000 employees. They have called on Google and other Silicon Valley tech companies to invest in affordable housing and rethink expansions. Google has already proposed 5,700 new homes at one of its developments in Mountain View, California, adding that it is also in discussions with the cities of Sunnyvale and San Jose. United States President Donald Trump officially begins his campaign for the 2020 United States presidential election at a rally in Orlando, Florida. Launching his re-election campaign in theory gave Trump a chance for a fresh start, and to set new goals for a second term. Boris Johnson again leads after the second Tory MP leadership ballot with 126 ballots, 12 more than in the first round. Dominic Raab is eliminated after coming in last with 30 votes, 3 fewer than the minimum needed to progress. Jeremy Hunt. But it was Rory Stewart, the International Development Secretary, who made the biggest stride forward, nearly doubling his backing from 19 to 37 votes. Tory MP Gillian Keegan said Mr. Stewart was appealing to his colleagues because of his realistic plan for Brexit, and his progress showed there was a market for honest politicians. He said barring emergencies Mr. Johnson would make it into the final 2 candidates, and appealed to Tories to think tactically about who should join him. 3 Boko Haram suicide bombers detonate their devices among a group of football fans, killing 30 people, and wounding 40 others, in Kondoga, Nigeria. Ali Hassan, leader of a self-defense group in Kondoga, told AFP news agency that the owner of the hall had prevented one bomber from entering. The number of deaths was so high because emergency services arrived late to the site of the blast, and were not adequately equipped to deal with such a large number of wounded people, Usman Kachala, head of operations at the State Emergency Management Agency, told AFP. On Friday night an armed gang killed at least 34 people in the northwestern state of Zamfara, which has been at the center of a wave of attacks by bandits since the beginning of the year.